It had been a year since Olivia and Nathan had seen each other. 12 long months filled with half-healed scars, unanswered messages, and the kind of silence that never quite stops echoing. So when Olivia turned around in that little bookstore cafe and saw him standing there and holding the same kind of latte he used to order, her heart forgot everything it had, learned about staying guarded. Nathan's smile was gentle, almost shy. "Hey, Liv," he said softly. He still called her that, the nickname only he ever used. She hadn't heard it in so long it almost hurt. "Hey," she replied, managing a smile that was equal parts warmth and ache. They talked for a while, standing in the corner near the travel books section, just like they used to. Nathan looked a little older, his dark hair shorter, a few tired lines near his eyes, but that same kindness lived there. Olivia felt herself relax in his presence in a way she hadn't with anyone else in a long time. Before they parted, Nathan asked, "Do you want to grab some air? There's that park nearby. We used to walk there after bookstore visits." Olivia hesitated for a moment. But then she remembered how it used to feel, simple, safe, and human. "Yeah," she said quietly, "I'd like that." If you've ever had to let go of someone you still care about, know this. Closure isn't forgetting. It's forgiving, healing, and remembering the love with gratitude, not pain. Please like and subscribe the channel because it shows your love for the channel. The park looked the same, maybe even more beautiful. The trees swayed gently under the spring sunlight, and a faint smell of lilacs drifted through the air. They walked side by side, not too close, but close enough that every time their hands brushed, old memories rippled through them like soft lightning. Nathan laughed about the time they got caught in the rain, soaking wet but dancing anyway. Olivia teased him about how he used to burn pancakes every Sunday morning and pretend it was extra crispy on purpose. For a while, it felt like time hadn't moved at all, like the past year had just been a long, strange dream. Then, as they stopped by the lake where the ducks floated lazily, Nathan's voice grew quieter. "You know," he said, "I never really stopped coming here. I used to sit on that bench every weekend. I guess I wasn't ready to let go." Olivia's chest tightened. "Nathan," she started, but he interrupted her gently. "I know," he said. "I know we had reasons. You wanted different things. You wanted to grow, to find yourself, and I respected that. I really did. But sometimes, I think I kept a space open for you just in case." She didn't know what to say. Her fingers trembled slightly, brushing against the edge of her sleeve. She had worked so hard to move on, to build herself back up after losing not just him, but the version of herself she was when they were together. Nathan turned to her, eyes soft but steady. "I'm still in love with you, Liv." The words hung between them like a storm cloud about to break. The air grew heavier. The ducks drifted away as if giving them space. For a long moment, neither of them spoke. Olivia could feel her heart pounding so hard it hurt. She finally whispered, "You can't say that." "I had to," he said simply, "because if I didn't, I'd spend the rest of my life wondering if I should have." She looked at him, really looked at him, the man she had once planned a whole future with. And for a second, a dangerous warmth spread in her chest, because part of her still loved him too. She always would, but love wasn't enough last time, and she knew it wouldn't be now, not if it meant losing herself again. "Nathan," she said quietly, "you were my best friend. You were my home for a long time, but when we ended, I had to learn to be my own home. You can't imagine how hard that was?" He swallowed hard, eyes glistening. "I don't want to take that away from you. I wanted you to know." They sat down on the old wooden bench by the lake, where carvings of initials told stories of lovers long gone. The silence between them wasn't bitter. It was full, fragile, and real. "Do you ever think we might have made it if we'd been older? Or wiser?" Nathan asked softly. "Maybe," Olivia said. "But maybe we had to break first to learn who we really were." He nodded slowly, the corner of his mouth lifting in a sad smile. "You always had the right words?" She laughed quietly. "No, just a little more practice at pretending I do." They sat there until the sky began to shift, soft pinks fading into amber gold. As people passed by walking dogs or pushing strollers, Olivia realized something. Not every love story needs a new beginning. Some just need closure with grace. Nathan finally stood and brushed off his jeans. "I'm glad we talked," he said. "You look happy, Liv. Really happy." "I am," she said honestly. "And I hope you find that too. You deserve it," he smiled, eyes glimmering. "You always made me believe that." As he walked away, Olivia felt tears sting her eyes. But they weren't sad tears. They were the kind that come when something once heavy finally becomes light enough to let go. She sat there for a moment, watching the ripples in the lake fade back into stillness, and whispered to herself, sometimes loving someone means wishing them well, even if it's from afar. And as she stood up, she smiled softly, feeling a kind of peace she hadn't known in years.